Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to decrease your Shopify return rate with Returned Rabbit. It's a really cool Shopify app I'm going to show you over the shoulder. But first, I'm going to talk about return management. And the whole idea here is that not only do we want to lower our return rate, we want to increase our revenue, right? Everything that we need to do needs to be focused on revenue, driving sales, or in this case, retaining sales, and increasing our ROI, our return on investment, our profit margin. All that stuff is going to happen when we do good return management. And basically, this is all about retaining revenue through smart and easy exchanges. And I'll talk about kind of how Shopify is currently set up. But really, no one likes returns. The store owner, obviously, you don't like it, but customers don't like doing it either. They don't want to have to go through the hassle of shipping things back and dealing with kind of figuring out return policies, right? We want to have a very easy return management and exchange system set up to make it as easy for everyone to not only go through this process, but also for us to retain as much revenue as possible, because less returns simply means more revenue, higher ROI, more satisfied customers, repeat buyers, right? Good reviews, as opposed to risking things like chargebacks, negative reviews, obviously needing to return revenue on refunds, things like that that are going to hurt our business. We want to do the opposite. And we can do that with good return management, but with Shopify, there's really no built-in way to do this at all. We're going to need to use an app. I'm going to show you Return Rabbit. But right now with Shopify's built-in return system, it's pretty much all or nothing. If someone's going to ask for a return, you could either accept and refund them, or you can not accept the return depending on your return policy, and then again put you at risk for things like bad reviews or chargebacks, PayPal disputes, all the things that could harm your business in the long term. So we need to find a good return management app. The app needs to be very easy to use, it needs to be very easy to set up, and the biggest thing is it needs to have a return management system that is going to push for ROI and push for revenue. Right? Of course, we want to have a fair return policy, but we want to push for those smart and easy exchanges. We want to retain revenue in all cases when possible. And really, we never want to give that refund and kind of hit our sales numbers, make them go lower. We want to retain that and get these customers to come back. So I'm going to show you Return Rabbit. This is what I use. This is what I highly recommend. You're going to see just how powerful the app is. And it's a really great option for a lot of you guys, speaking to my students. First of all, it's the number one solution for return management and exchanges. But really, there is every single feature that you could imagine. I'm going to go over the shoulder and show you, but there are by far the most features out of any return app inside here. Again, we'll show you over the shoulder, but very, very affordable as well when it comes to the return space. So over here, this is the actual app. You see the link directly below this video. 5 out of 5 star reviews over here so far, perfect review score, 14-day free trial. And again, every single feature that you can imagine will go over the shoulder, but it's all about that revenue-focused return management, right? We don't want to lose our revenue. We've, maybe paid for ads or did email marketing or SEO, however we earned that sale, we don't want to give it back. We're going to have this return management kind of focus on retaining revenue, converting more returns into exchanges, again, keeping the revenue. But this is all going to be branded to your brand. I'll show you exactly how to edit the colors and all that great stuff so you have the full customer experience that we want. But this is going to really give you kind of like a full, robust system here for return management right on top of your Shopify store. Very, very easy to use. Again, Return Rabbit. You see the link directly below this video. We're going to go ahead and set this up in a demo store right now. We'll come over here and we'll press Add App. This is going to add the app right into our store, where we'll be able to then click the green Install App button. No code required, never anything technical. We'll get sent right over here where they're going to start our credential loading. They're going to send you a temporary password, and you'll be ready to start the actual onboarding. So a real quick guide to get everything set up over here. I'm going to walk you through it, but it's very, very easy to do. They also have great support. We'll come over and press Start Setup, and we're going to have the different options over here in terms of our different pricing levels, and it's really going to have to do with the number of returns that you're seeing every single month. You can come over here and of course you could change plan at any time. We'll go ahead and select the startup plan over here. And again, monthly returns up to 500 or more. You could change these at any time. We'll go ahead and approve the charge, and we'll be returned here to look at our plan details. Again, we could upgrade or change plans at any time. Now we're going to come over here and set our return window. And this is fully customizable over here. We could change this to whatever we want. We'll come with 30 days, which is a very typical number over here. And now we're going to want to select our return warehouse address. Obviously, we need to have this in terms of making everything completely automated. It's going to pull this from your store's settings over there. If you haven't entered it in, just make sure you have in your address over there. Now we're going to go and we'll select this as our default address. Of course, you'll be able to pick from different ones. And that's all that we need to do. we are really going to be actually very close to being done here. Kind of the store is getting connected in the background over here, but really all we need to do is just kind of come over here and start syncing our data to begin. You'll next get sent into your dashboard, and this is where you're going to be spending most of your time in Return Rabbit. You're going to see your return or your request process, your revenue retained, which is the big part over here, of course. Revenue retained in terms of gift cards, refunds processed, total orders, refunds versus exchanges. You're going to see obviously a really, really big percentage go to exchanges now that we're using Return Rabbit. You also see your workload in terms of things that you need to check out right away, and also things that have aged out. But what I want to show you over here is the configure section, and we want to talk about the return management over here. And there's a bunch of different things that we'll be able to set up and configure. I'm going to kind of go over the most important ones. And inside of return management, there's a bunch of different kind of sub options here. We'll go in general order. And refund methods, obviously, configure a list of payment methods that they could use while requesting a return. Okay, original or gift card. Now, there's definitely some benefit of offering a gift card. You know, in terms of the idea of, and we're going to go ahead and confirm this, in terms of the idea of retained revenue, right? Gift card definitely fits that model. We'd like to offer a gift card rather than back to the original payment method. And we could actually kind of play around with this and have different defaults in terms of what's selected. And again, you could test this out. You can kind of check this out. We set up our window over here. But definitely you'd much prefer to give a gift card refund just in terms of your own business practice. So you have both enabled in terms of refund methods. And the idea here is that we're going to be able to kind of fine tune our return management to make sure that we are making the most money, that we're retaining the most or the highest amount of money. We could do different configurations in terms of service windows. Basically, how many days do they have to request? Again, we could add exceptions. Really just kind of depends on the products that you're selling and the brand that you're looking to build. Additional features, I'll just show you this real quick. So basically what we can do, edit service address. Basically means the return customer can change their shipping address over here. Dynamic package weight. This is really going to be calculated based on the product, and this is kind of important to get accurate shipping rates as well. A lot of different cool things over here. For example, automatic payment method change. If it's after 60 days, they can't get a refund back to their card. Has to be a gift card. Kind of just thought of all the different scenarios here. Restock on automation, basically restocking the product when it comes back in. All of these different kind of cool features that just make return management that much more thorough over here. We'll go through the idea of rules and exceptions. Definitely, you know, this is really depending on your team, on your processes, but you could have some things automated. So returns come in, you just automatically get them accepted, get them sent over into the next step. Promo management as well, right? You have full control over promos. This is really cool. This is the idea that let's say someone bought a product on a promotion, but that promotion expired, and they're in the middle of a return or hopefully an exchange, we could still honor that same promotion. Very cool. Again, this isn't just basic, okay, yes, we'll accept your return. No, we won't. This is a very well thought out plan and strategy for this return management. This is something that is just so super important to your business. Here's request reasons. Really like this. And you've probably seen this in action. These are kind of predefined reasons for return requests. First of all, it gives us a lot of good information on the back end, but also allows us to automate further in terms of what's going to be available, right? Can they exchange? Can they return? Do we need them to send something in, media required, right? Does it need to qualify? All of these different parts of return management, again, a part of the automation that we have here. And we could also restrict based on product tags, things like also financial status in terms of different blocks, basically saying we're not going to accept returns if, in this case, the no return tag is used. We're not going to accept exchanges in this case if the no exchange tag is used. Oftentimes you do that for final sale or for some really big promotion or just some products that are maybe customized like print on demand where you just simply can't accept returns. So really, really cool here. Again, extending the functionality of the return management, and really we have full control over all of the configurations over here. Again, this is inside of our dashboard. Eventually this will load up with all of our all of our requests for refunds, for exchanges. We'll see on an individual level all of the different orders that are in over here that have requests associated with them. We'll have a full dashboard of analytics, not only analytics, but also actionable insights. I think this is really cool. Kind of tells you on a sale, return, and exchange level kind of what's working, what you should be focusing on, user reports as well. But really, you're just going to be spending your time in here setting this up over here. I'll take a look at shipping real quick. Again, a list of the shipping methods that allow you to kind of configure how people are going to return over here, whether it's self-managed, You could do prepaid labels. If you happen to have a retail storefront, you could offer that as well. Very, very advanced here. It's incredibly easy to use Return Rabbit, but it's also very, very advanced where you could set up and have this great return management where you're going to start to see that ROI focused more on exchanges and less on actually refunding, having that retained revenue. But you could also kind of take this to the next level. You could theme this entire shopper portal here. So brand wise, everything looks good. All the type of text, all the messaging, tracking, custom pop-up pages, email templates, everything is configurable. They have great support. They have this huge knowledge bank as well that kind of defines all of their different services and kind of parts of this product here that you're going to be using, Return Rabbit, and simplifying it there for you. But again, most of your time is going to be spent over here, and of course the service request section here where any of your returns will come through. Really cool as well. You're going to be able to see everything right inside of the service request. So no needing to go back and forth, copy and paste information here, open up Gmail, and then look at your text and look at your Facebook messaging. All of your service requests are going to come right in here. They're going to be stored inside here for one-stop shopping when it comes to returns. But bottom line here, retaining revenue because of that return management, that's why you're going to want to use Return Rabbit. So that was Return Rabbit. Again, highly recommended. Feature after feature after feature in here, converting those returns into exchanges, really everything automated as well. All about increasing the customer retention, your revenue retention, and you can see exactly why this is the #1 return solution, return management solution on Shopify. So take a look at the link directly below this video. Get this installed in your store. You got that 14-day free trial to see just how powerful it is. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, hope this helps you retain some revenue, and I'll talk to you real soon.